Welcome, YouTube friends and family, to today's continued Valentine adventures of the Wellness Homesteader. So first, let me apologize for Thursday's video being so short. It's been like a whole rocket ride. I haven't strictly felt very well, but I'm feeling better today. So I thought, let's go ahead and get started on our wood round wreath. So one of the reasons I just cut off was because I was going to try to cut out things, and I kept getting an error message from Cricut saying that my machine does not support that design. Wait, what? I have like the most deluxe machine. So one of the things that I did want to tell you is when you are making a project that is submitted by a designer on Cricut, there can be kind of a twofold problem. One is your machine may not support cutting a design that large, or I don't know. I think even when I tried to skinny it down, it still wouldn't work. Number two, a lot of the project instructions are like, and I'm an experienced grafter, right? They're like, is English not your first language? So what I ended up having to do, because I loved the saying, and I don't know if y'all are gonna be able to, well, yeah, you can kind of see, is I just made my own saying, right? So what I'm using is the Cricut permanent transfer material. And the first thing I'm gonna do is adjust the camera, is I'm gonna pull this off. And while this is just the words and that's all I've cut out, don't step on that, Frankie. I need to cut out the words kind of individually and do what they call weed them. So I'm gonna remove all of the, I don't think these will cut, no, we'll have to cut right-handed, excess vinyl before we try to stick it. And that way I can tell, okay, what else can I put on this? Can I do hearts? Can I do a flourish? The problem item appears to be the laurel wreath that went around the outside. And looking at how large I made this, must have big ambitions this morning. I may have a little bit of a struggle doing anything all the way around. So probably what I will do is get these things all arranged, look and see what kind of negative space I still have left, and then we'll decide on what else we're going to cut out. I didn't know this was going to be like the project that keeps on giving. I think if I would have felt well, it wouldn't have been such a big deal. But it was a pretty big deal yesterday because I didn't feel well and I just didn't have the level of patience. So crafting should be fun. If it becomes a chore, rethink it. Should have kept this. Okay. We love, I think the word because is going to be a problem. No, I can get it on there because what's even funner, guys, is when you type everything in and you print it off and you're like, and there's a typo. He first. Oh, there's not going to be any real negative space. How about that? I might be able to do like a little heart. Yeah, like a little heart right here. I was gonna put a bow on it and then make a hanger because everything needs a bow. So let me show you really quick kind of how I weed things out. Where's my weeder? So your Cricut should come with these little like pokey tools. And what you're aiming to do is remove the background. So sometimes it takes a little minute to get it started. I personally, I can leave a link in the description box. Guys, I forgot to link the wood rounds, but I'll link it in today's video. Like I said, I wasn't myself. If you do not like picky detailed work, you're gonna hate this. I honestly prefer the non-Cricut brand of vinyl that's a little bit thinner. I don't find that it tears. What I find is it's just so much easier to take away the parts you don't want. So we're just gonna peel this off. It's kind of satisfying. You're gonna have a whole pile of sticky stuff too. So now you can see the word we. Then what you do is you take the transfer tape, you peel it back, it's sticky, you rub it on here, and then you'll pull the word we off and it'll be sticking to the transfer tape. Then, because this is clear, it's really easy to see it on the round. Now, a lot of people will say, oh my gosh, I'm not doing a Cricut because everything's so expensive. Well, buy the off-brand vinyl. I've even used Dollar Tree vinyl. In between having the hiccups. Oh, Lordy. You can reuse this transfer tape over and over until it's not sticky anymore. So don't, throw this away with one use. I've seen a lot of crafters who do. Maybe that's because they're sponsored by Cricut. Hit me up, Cricut. But I try to really be mindful of what I'm using. So I'm going to get a little measuring tape. I'm going to find the center of my circle. I'm going to adhere the word we. I'm going to keep working through. I can show you what it looks like on the transfer tape and how you transfer it over, but I'm sure you don't want to watch the whole thing. I might not even want to do the whole thing. It might be time for a chitty chat video of when you're discouraged about your health, but this is going to be very short-lived. Today is, wait for it, Thursday. So I am like right at the end of symptoms and I've taken my last Trulicity shot. So I should be okay. Here's the funny thing, guys, and I hope you'll laugh with me. I have to eat what I can eat. It's been a lot of peanut butter and a lot of cheese. I've shared that before. I'm not a good meat eater. I haven't been able to drink coffee. Coffee's life. But I didn't have any caffeine withdrawal, which is good. Y'all, I thought, yes, I'm sure I've lost weight. No. Did I lose an ounce? No. 22 pounds on the nose. So what that tells me is, even though I'm feeling nauseated, I'm not eating sugar. That's not what the cause of it is. I eat when I can eat. And so, yeah, I'm not counting calories like I'm supposed to on my weight loss portion of the diet. So I shouldn't expect to lose weight, but a girl's gotta hope, right? All right, let me get some of these transfers transferred. I hope this is gonna turn out as cute as I think it will. I'm gonna use some pink and black ribbon, which I think will be really pretty. And I did special order this off of Amazon, the pink, because I didn't have pink. Had every other color in the world. All right, guys, stay tuned. Okay, y'all, this piece of transfer tape, if you can see, it's kind of well-loved. It may not be the best piece to start with, but we're gonna see if it works. So all you do is you take this little Cricut tool or a credit card, something firm, scratch it, and then when you peel back, if the tape is sticky enough, and this may not be, okay, yeah, it is. there you have the word we. So what I did, since I painted this black, I just measured to the center. I put a little dot. Oh Lord, where'd it go? There it is. That would be right in the middle. Put down your transfer tape. Same process. So the back of the vinyl is actually sticky, so it will stick. And there you have it, our first word. Some of you may ask, well, what do I do about the parts that are filled in but cut out? And you simply pick them out. This is what you will find all over your house for a month and stuck to your cat. The other thing I wanted to mention, I got quite a few comments on the Pantry Challenge video where I showed my shameful freezer. But folks were asking, like, where did I get the buckets? So actually those came from Walmart, guys. And the last time I was in Walmart, because I always peruse like the storage organization items, that's why I need to stay out of Walmart. They still had them, and guys, they're inexpensive. I think they were like $4.96. They are not pricey at all, and they hold up to the freezer well. They don't get brittle. You know how plastic will sometimes get brittle from being in the freezer. I've been very pleased. And then what I did was I made labels using my Cricut with all of the black vinyls, what I used. But I just made little labels and I stuck them on tags. Some tags I already had, some I had to make. I also use the same scenario in my closet. I've been using it in like in the restroom, in like cabinets. Another trick, guys, if you're having trouble because the piece gets really long, I just suggest you cut it off. I think it makes it easier. So I hope that is helpful. I try to always answer questions, and when I get video requests, I try to do that as well. I've had a couple people ask me, how do I get my hair up in a bun? Yeah, I don't know how I do it. It's like so simple. And I need to show that on a video as well. Maybe on a day that when I've just first washed my hair, so it will behave itself better, because my hair gets weird. So you can see how easily this peels. I do not have this experience with the Cricut vinyls. I have thrown away more things than I've kept. So just make sure you go back and get your little pieces that you want stuck to your cat. You know, poor Hanky Panky Frankie. He getting old, and God love him. He's such a needy little kitty. I love him to death, but he is like, he will start the mom, hey mommy, mom. I'm like, Frankie, what do you need? Oh, I forget. If he could talk, that's what he would say. Okay, got a little piece stuck here. Just slide that off. He's also got a lot of arthritis now in his little hips. He's 12, almost 13. God love his little heart. And he's really starting to walk like an old man. But he's healthy and he doesn't seem to be in pain. So there you go. Maybe he's just fat like his mommy. All right, so the next ones, I want to make sure. Yeah, that I do this right, and I don't make it say something foul or something. Okay, that is barely gonna fit. So I'm gonna grab a new piece of transfer tape just because I need a larger one. If you're having trouble getting a whole word, y'all, you can cut it and just, you know, splice it together. It's really kind of anything goes. What is that? Oh, I scratched that a little bit. Okay. Note to self. Y'all, I'm super tickled with how our little wreath turned out. Oh, I just got a little hot glue on it. So I've heated up, I had heated up my hot glue gun. Let's get it heated again. Or maybe it's just ready, I don't know. So if you remember at Christmas, I made some of these little bead garlands. And I'm going to use that as my hanger. So this is super lightweight, y'all. And you may notice that there's more negative space here than here. That's by design as well. All I'm gonna do is just hot glue and hope I got it even. Yep, looks even. Okay, hot glue it and don't move it. You can also, a really good adaptation if you're worried about that not holding. Yeah, you can take almost any kind of tape, like masking tape, Scotch tape. Go ahead and tape over where you glued and then glue again. Nothing worse than finding your porch decor at the neighbor's house. Ask me how I know. My witch's hats have been the bane, y'all. I had to laugh because this spring, my neighbors behind found another one of my witch's hats that had gotten caught up in the wind. I have to sneeze. No, I'm just a plethora of symptoms. So, in between working, because it's only like 7 o'clock in the morning, I have heard from a couple of you that you've also had the ick. You know, I don't know if I had something or if it was just, you know, a side effect from the medication. I will say my son has had a thing over the weekend, you know, just generally not feeling well. So, you know, maybe I did have a touch of something. I don't know. I don't generally end up with seasonal disorders. I'll get it out. But that does not mean I'm immune, and I've shared that before. So what I did here is I just took a whole bunch of spare ribbons that I had, did some black and some white and some pink. I tied it together with a pipe cleaner so it would give me a little something something to glue to. And I'm just gonna kind of wind that up so it's got a little surface area to grab to, and try to get this positioned the way I want. I could spend hours fluffing bows. It's a curse, y'all. It's a curse. But kind of get it how you want it. That one's flipped inside out. Okay. Sort of. I just realized I didn't dovetail that in. And yes, I have a runny nose too. Oh. Oh, goodness. You've all heard this saying, getting old isn't for sissies. I can attest to that. All right. Oh. Okay, it might have I glued myself to the bow. Okay. Let that dry a minute. Well, at least I managed not to burn myself. That would kind of be the trifecta of hiccups and sneezes and yeah, sniffling. Okay, and now I have glued it to the bag. Okay, what do you think, guys? I think it's adorable. It was a little bit of a challenge. Now, y'all may be wondering, hey, what happened to your Valentine box? I'm kind of wondering that myself. So that is one of those projects that the directions are like, yeah. I think I can figure it out. One of the reasons I haven't pursued doing more with it is because it's a partial sewing project. So I don't want to do a video where I'm like, well, that's wrong, well, that's wrong, well, that's wrong. So I need to show you the finished product another video. So one final thing before we close for the day, in case you all are wondering, where did your sprouts go? They're in the fridge. It did take my sprouts a little bit longer than I'm accustomed to. Could be low germination related to the hiccups, to having older seeds. And I also think the temperature of my house does not do me any favors in the winter, nor do the hiccups. But let me take you into the dining room and show you where our arrow garden is. Stay tuned. Y'all spy what I spy, besides a little bit of, I think that is fertilizer. Yes, all of my little heirloom lettuces are up. So I've removed the little caps, and let's see, I can probably tell you how many days it's been. Let's see, lights off. Wait for it. 8 days. So I actually took the grow caps off yesterday, and with the grow lights on, this is definitely a warmer spot, and I haven't had as much germination trouble as I did with my sprouts. But it won't be long, guys. We'll be eating salad without breaking the pantry challenge. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. A little better video than I put out yesterday, and again, my apologies. And I was like, I'll see you all on Thursday. Hello. I meant Saturday. That's actually what I meant. So I hope you all are staying warm. We are going to have here in Ohio, starting this evening, 2 to 4 inches of snow between tonight and tomorrow. It is winter after all, but at least the inclement, cold, windy weather is over because my azure pickup's done. But I'm gonna go hang my wreath outside on my front door, give it a little Valentine-y look, and I plan on seeing you on Saturday. If you guys would do me a big favor, not Saturday, no, Tuesday, go ahead and smash that like button. Drop me a comment below. Do you have a Cricut? And if so, what's your favorite type of project to make? Do you like vinyl? Do you like the cards? Do you like the cutouts? I absolutely love my little table runner that I made. And unfortunately, I don't know if I can salvage it for next year, but we're going to try to find a way to store it for that as well. So until I see you again, be healthy, be well, be blessed, and stay warm.